Before you make an offer on that land listing in North Georgia, stop. There are 6 things that you need to check first, and most buyers, they don't even find out about them, unfortunately, until it's too late. Hey, I'm Brittany Purcell with Brittany Purcell and Associates, and we work with buyers and sellers every single day here in Jackson County, Banks County, and all across North Georgia. And land is one of the most exciting things that you can buy. Whether you're dreaming of building your forever home, starting a small farm, just getting out of the big city and owning a piece of Georgia soil, I love helping people make that happen. But I also see buyers get burnt out. Not because they did anything wrong, but because no one told them what to look for. And so today, I'm going to tell you. The very first thing that you need to look at is the current zoning on that parcel. And I mean current, not what the listing says that it could be, current. Because zoning controls everything. It controls the minimum house size that you're allowed to build, whether or not you can split the land into smaller parcels and sell them off, whether you're allowed to run a business out of your home, and whether or not you can keep chickens in the backyard. So here's a red flag that I want you to memorize. When a listing uses the word potential, as in potential for rezoning or potential commercial use, and the current zoning does not match what they're describing, that's not a feature, that's a risk. Rezoning is not guaranteed, it takes time, and it requires government approval, and it may never happen. Now, that doesn't mean that the deal is off the table, it just means you need to protect yourself. And so we can help you write your contracts that are contingent on rezoning being approved. And so if the rezoning doesn't go through, you can walk away without losing your money. Advise to always verify the allowable uses with the current zoning before you fall in love with the listing. Number 2, how do you actually get to this land? You either need road frontage, meaning the property physically touches a public road, or a documented easement that gives you legal access to cross somebody else's land. Do not assume. If an agent or a seller tells you that there is an easement, ask them to prove it. That easement should be recorded at the courthouse and it should be in writing. And it should transfer with the property when you buy it. If you buy landlocked property thinking that you don't have access or thinking you do have access and you don't, then you own something you can't get to. And that's a very expensive problem. Always, always verify access. This is one where I get the most surprises, so stay with me. When you're looking at land, you need to be thinking about 3 utilities: power, water, and sewer. Let's start with power. Call the power company that serves that area and ask them directly, can you provide power to this parcel? Where is the closest transformer? And what would it cost to run a line? Sometimes it's simple, sometimes it's $15,000 in line extension. You want to know before you buy. Now, water. Do not assume that there is public water just because there are houses nearby. Call the county water authority and ask, is there a tap available for this address and what does it cost? In some areas of North Georgia, water taps are running $3,000 or more, and in some cases, they are in short supply. So the county may require you to get a letter confirming water access is available, and they may charge you for it. If public water isn't available, you're looking at a private well, and that has its own costs. But honestly, there's something to be said for controlling your own water supply, and it's not always a bad thing. Finally, sewer. Ask specifically, is sewer available to this parcel? Not to the road, not to the neighborhood, to this parcel. If sewer is not available, you will need a septic system. And before you can get a permit for a septic system, you need a level 3 soil test. That test tells you whether the soil on your lot can handle a septic system and what size. If the soil fails, you may not be able to build at all, or you may need a very expensive alternative system. Order that soil test during your due diligence period before you close, not after, and expect it to take probably 4 to 6 weeks to get it. Are you thinking about relocating to Jefferson, Georgia? Well, I have just the thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which means you get to save hours of research, and I've linked it down below. From top employers, the best hospitals, a boatload of other things that you need to know before making the move. And the best part is it's 100% free. You heard me right, 100% free. Just click the link in the description or in the top pinned comments. I hope this helps. Number 4, pull up the FEMA flood map for any piece of land that you're serious about. If any of that portion of that land sits in a flood zone, there's a few things that you need to think about. First, where is your buildable site? You may still be able to build on the high ground, but your usable acreage shrinks drastically. Second, flood insurance. It's expensive and you need it on structures in certain flood zones, and it can be very expensive. It's something you need to really look at. And third, talk to a builder early before you close. A good builder can walk the land with you, evaluate the topography, and give you a realistic picture of what it's going to cost to build on that specific piece of ground. Topography matters more than people realize. A hilly lot may look beautiful on a video tour, and it could be a $30,000 grading job in real life. So do your homework before you sign. This one's big in North Georgia, and most buyers have never heard of it, so I want to explain it carefully. If you're looking at a tract over 10 acres or that came off of a tract that was over 10 acres, there's a real chance that it's enrolled in something called a conservation program. And it's also called a Conservation Use Valuation Assessment, or CUVA. Here's how it works. The landowner agrees to keep the land in a qualifying use like agriculture, forestry, wildlife habitat, etc. for a period of time. In exchange, they get a significant property tax discount. And that sounds great, and it is for the seller, and it is for you, but there's a catch, so you should know about it. When you buy that property, you inherit the remainder of that conservation contract. And if you violate it, say you develop the land in a way that's not allowed under the current agreement, you don't just owe the taxes going forward, you could owe the back taxes and the penalties for every year that the discount was taken, including the years before you owned it. Please don't panic. Conservation doesn't mean that you can't do anything with the land. In most cases, you can still build a personal home, you can build barns and structures that support the conservation use. And say, like if the land is enrolled in agriculture, you can farm it, you can put barns on it, fences, all that fun stuff. But the key is call the county. The tax assessor's office should have a representative in their office or a contact that specializes in their conservation rules. And you can ask them, how much longer does the contract run? What are the allowable uses? If I have a question about something in the future, how do I call you and get approval? That kind of thing. If you have anything you want to build from a barn to a house, you just call them first. Ask for their written guidance, get their permission, and if you do that, you'll be fine. Last one, and this surprises a lot of people. Financing land is not the same as financing a house. Not every lender does it, and not every lender says they do. Land loans are actually good at it, right? So I encourage you to talk to at least 2 or 3 lenders who specifically specialize in land lending before you make any offers. The terms, the down payments, the requirements, the rates, they vary a lot more than you'd expect. And there are more options available than most buyers realize. If you don't know where to start, call us. We have land specialists on our team who can point you in the right direction and make sure that you're set up for success from day one. So there you have it. There's the 6 things you need to know before you buy land in North Georgia: zoning, access, utilities, floodplains, conservation, and financing. If you're thinking about buying land in Jackson County, Banks County, or anywhere that touches those counties, we would like to be your resource. My team and I at Brittany Purcell and Associates, we specialize in this market. We know this land, we know these counties, and we want to help you find the right piece of property and navigate all of this the right way. Call or text us at 706-389-0771 or visit us online at brittanysells.com. And if this video helped you, hit the subscribe button because I make content like this every week for buyers and sellers right here in North Georgia. I'll see you in the next one.
Hey guys, it's Brittany Purcell, and as much as I love making these videos, there is one thing that I love more, and that is helping families and people from all across the U.S. make the move here to North Georgia. I've helped countless families make the move. So whether you're coming next week, next month, next year, I don't care. Don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is right here on the screen and linked in the description just in case you miss it on the pop-up screen. I look forward to helping you and your family make the move here to Jefferson, Georgia.